Hi, welcome to Goccopro. Today we're going to show you a two-colour job using the QS200. We're not going to go into actual printing them all because that just takes a lot of time. But we're going to show you roughly how we set up the artwork, and then we're going to show you how we lay it down and we put our two colours together. Just to show, we're going to do on a running top on a polyester running top, so that very typical of the type of work that you would do, and just show you how easy it is with a Goccopro QS200. I'm going to move the camera around and then focus more in on the computer in a second. There we go. Cheers. So this is going to be a two-colour design. This part we've shown you on the computer just now is going to be our black part, and then we're going to print the other part in blue. And what we've done is we've already split this up, and the way we're going to do it with a QS200 for best results is we're going to do it in two passes. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to hide this layer. We've set these onto layers. We're going to hide this layer, and we're going to send this image to the QS200 with our crop marks top and bottom, or our for lining up for our two colours top and bottom, and we've got a dark grey and pale grey shoes, and we've knocked out the other words. I'll just drop this in. So we've actually taken out the other words. We've got our blue layer on a different layer, but we've actually knocked out, you can just see there's the race in here, and there's the other words going through this grey area at the bottom. So we're just going to send this through to the computer, like to the QS200 like this. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the grey, and we're going to send through the just these people onto the exact same screen. And the reason that we'll do this is we get a far better half-tone image if we separate our blacks from our greys. So that was going to be our first run, is going to be this one. We'll send that to the screen. The second one we're going to do is this one, and that will be our black screen made. Then we're going to take these off and put in our second colour, which is going to be this, and at the same time we're going to run our crop marks again. So we're going to have crop marks on the frame 1 for black, and we're going to have crop marks on frame 2 for blue. We're not going to print that today, we've already got our frames set up, but we've done that earlier on just to save time and energy. So we'll now just move right over and we'll show you the two frames that we've already laid out. So there on the screen you can see that we've got our black screen set up, and then we've got our blue screen set up. And what we're going to get Graham to do is to just print off the black one onto one of our felt pads, and then we'll explain the process of setting up your two colour job, which is just the same as any traditional screen. The difference is we've digitally made up our designs. So the good thing about the QS200 is the bigger room you get in your frames, and there we can see here, I'll just move this a little bit, we can see the image, and we've got the nice half tone, and we've got our solid black, and then we've got our slightly darker grey area. We've got our crop marks top and bottom. Now what we've done when we lay this down, we would then lay down our second one on top of that. And we're just going to pause a wee second while we turn this all. I stopped that for a second because Graham was saying to me, "Oh," flagging to me at the back, and it's because we need to flash dry the first layer before we lay down our second colour on top of it. You want to have the flash dryer put down so that you can not put the black ink onto the back of your other screen. So what we've done now is we've laid down our second colour, and Graham has already moved this around, but you can see the fit that we've got is pretty good. You again, our carousel, you would just move these back and forward with a micro registration, which you just tweak them up and down to get it fitting. So now that we've done our fit and we've practiced on our felt sheet, we actually have no need for the crop marks anymore. So all that we're going to do is tape them out, and Graham's just using a little piece of sellotape to tape over where the crop marks were, and this will mean that they'll now not shine through and they'll not print off onto the garment. They are only really needed in the first instance to give you a rough idea of where it's going to be. And then we're going to do the blue one. Again, it's very good. Camera ship is rubbish today. So Graham's just taping over where the little crop mark is, and that just means that the ink won't flow through. Last one to do. Now, if this was a coloured polyester running top, you would probably need to put a barrier down to stop the colour seeping out of the top. Because it's a white top, we don't need to worry about that, because there'll be nothing will seep out. So we're just going to go ahead and print this. We get down one layer, because we're using halftones, we don't need to do any more, and then Graham will just flash dry. We're not curing it, we're just making sure that it's dry to touch. It won't back onto our screen. Then we swing round and we're all set up, ready to go. And we put down our second layer, which is full on, no halftone in this layer, so it's all works a treat. And there we have our t-shirt, which Graham's going to pull off for us and show so beautifully. This has got a grey pinstripe reflective strip in this running top, so again we can see that will reflect and it matches in with the grey bits that we printed. Good one, thanks very much.